There's this one thought I've been having a lot recently, which is the fact that we're all gonna be gone one day. We're all gonna die. And it's really hitting me, the fact that we always think of the things we should have told ourselves too late. You realize that you should have made those decisions when they're already beyond gone. You know, the decision stopped it being there 5 years ago. Those chances, those possibilities stopped being there 5 years ago. And it's making me realize that it doesn't matter whether you're 60, 70, or 80, you're going to be gone. And those opportunities are going to die with you. Whether you took them or not is entirely up to you. And whether you took them or not, they're going to be gone. And there's two realities to this. There's the reality that you continue to think about telling your younger self a message, or a message that you have for your younger self, or the other choice, which is not feeling like you have to do that, which is the good choice, because that means you made the right choice. Because if you feel the need to tell your younger self something, that means that you wish you changed something, or that you wish you pursued something. And sometimes you can never have that choice again. And once you die, you will never have that choice again. And you're gonna die. So it's really making me wonder, when do people really realize that they are not gonna be here? This is it. You get one chance. You're never going to live again. You, that human, you are never going to live again. This is it. This is your one chance. And you choose every day to be stuck in the same situation, in the same position, unchanged, unhappy, unwilling to work harder and to become the person that you want to be. The person that your younger self wishes you were, but you're not. Because this is just a snowball at the end of the day. This is a reaction that will continue on happening until you stop yourself and really realize that this is it. This is it. I can't keep getting older and telling myself I should have done this, I should have done that. You cannot keep aging and wishing that things were different. You need to start aging and making things different. Your circumstances, your life as it is now is a decision. Your life as it is now is a series of decisions that you have made in the past year, in the past 2 years, in the past 3 years, whatever. As kids, yes, we have our lives predetermined for us. But even then, we have some choices and some willingness to think on our own. But as adults, your life is nothing but a reflection of your everyday life, of your decisions, of your aspirations. And it really makes me wonder when people really sit there and think about the fact that one day they will be gone. One day you're not going to wake up again. You're not going to see the sunrise again. One day you're going to see your last sunrise without knowing it. And people never really sit and think about the fact that they are every day they are one day closer to their last sunrise and one day closer to their last sunset. Every single day you're one day closer to your last sunset. If that doesn't scare you, in any way, shape, or form, whether it be getting out of that 9 to 5 that you were pushed into after a university degree, or when you were kicked out of your house and you were forced to just get any job, but now you've been stuck in that job for the last 10 years because you feel comfortable, but really you have other aspirations to do better things in life. You might be such an interesting person, you might have so much to give to the world, but instead you're wasting it in your job that you are unhappy with and that you have been wanting to get out of for decades, but you're too comfortable to do so. And you continue going around a loop where, again, 10 years go by, you wish you quit that job 10 years ago, but guess what? You're still 30, you're still 40, you still have time. You still have plenty of time to pursue your dreams. No matter how old you are, you can always change your life. It's never too late. Never. And as much as it's easy for somebody like me who is 22 years old to say that, because I really do have a lot of time, unfortunately most people don't realize this until it's too late, or they're too old, or there are too many responsibilities to take the risk to change. But even then, at the end of the day, what makes you happy, and that is what you should be doing. Whatever you choose to pursue, you need to be okay with that decision. And it shouldn't be something that you've been pushed into. It should be something that you've wanted and pursued and tried to achieve and had to get a degree for or a course for, something you have always dreamt of doing. But instead you're dreaming of doing it while doing something else entirely that you don't enjoy, that you hate, as a matter of fact. You go into your job unwillingly every day when you could be doing another job that you really enjoy, that you've always wanted to do, earning the same amount of money, less money, more money, whatever it is. I don't believe in the whole success is measured by money thing anymore. I used to, 100%. Especially considering the whole social media thing now. Everyone is showing the best side of themselves and everyone is so rich in such an early age. But that's not for everybody. And even if it is for you, even if you are a very young person who is extremely rich, being rich and being happy don't correlate. And that is something you also come to realize when you realize that one day you're not going to be here, is the fact that it doesn't really matter how much money you've made. It doesn't matter how much of this, how much of that you have. What really matters is the memories that you go with, the memories that you die with. Because when you die and you have those 7 seconds of thought, you're not going to be thinking about those Lamborghinis or those stacks of money or your business. You're going to be thinking about the moments that you've missed out on. The moments that the person who was happy, the person who did fulfill their lives and had a beautiful family and a beautiful wife and beautiful friends, they're going to be going through those moments, and you are going to realize what you missed out on because you were too scared to pursue your dreams. You were too scared to be uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable is such an underrated feeling. Being uncomfortable should be one of the most sought out feelings in the world, because nobody gets anywhere without uncomfortability. So just realize that this is really it. This is the only life you get. And if there was one thing you could tell to your younger self, then tell it to yourself instead, because you probably still need that advice. And please, try to follow it this time. Don't continue to fail yourself and your future self.